Hola, this is Jorge Ortega, and you're watching the FLAVA Podcast.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up? It's your boy Los LOS from the FLAVA Podcast. You are listening and watching the FLAVA Podcast.
We're back. We didn't change.
But Chicago pizza or New York pizza?
Oh, I'm with Chicago pizza all day. Well, that's
Tom.
White Town.
Because I like chasing the man or the rats.
The rats. Can you put your finger up for a second? Like this? Up like this, like you're about to point something.
Oh.
So this is going to be... What's up? It's your boy Los LOS from the FLAVA Podcast. You are listening and watching the FLAVA Podcast. What's up, Liz?
What up? What's up? I didn't change. I'm still the same.
I think both of us didn't change.
Well,
It's the same day. We're
to
recording on the
be
same
honest,
day.
you look like a portrait sometimes, right?
I do.
You really do. You need to like mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
you wear a
yeah.
uniform. Like, what are we doing? Let's do
It's
that.
the uniform, it's the brand. You got to brand yourself. You know what I'm saying?
This is true. This is true. I'll start bringing mine, I guess.
Okay. So I can't tell you how was your month because we just did that, and we know the people are watching a different video.
Yeah.
But
Could be a different week.
how's your day going?
Oh, my day has been splendid. I've been working on my,
She's
on
been
my
working on her
accent.
British
On my
accent.
I want to move to Britain, you guys. So, I don't want to show up as an American. I want to show up with my British accent. So they're like, oh, she's one of us.
They're like, no, she's only 4 feet tall.
Oh, this is true. Height is a thing. Oh, man.
Yeah, height's a thing.
But I'm doing good. We had tacos earlier. We had early lunch.
We had some tacos.
Yeah,
we got a
early
chance to
lunch.
talk. We haven't
Yes,
talked in a while.
Catch up, talk. But yeah, it's been a good day, and the weather is immaculate out there. It's beautiful. I'm loving it.
Okay.
When hits, you saw the hair is a little messed up, but
No,
it's
your
good.
hair looks nice. You look nice.
Thanks. I brushed it.
Looks like you got some time off, and you lost a little bit of weight too. I can tell you lost some weight there.
I've been hitting the gym. I'm
Hitting the
trying to
gym.
stay consistent. I'm trying to do 5 days. I'm pushing for 5 days, but 5 days is hard. It's
Okay.
hard. So I'm doing 3 to 4.
I'm trying to do it one day.
Bruh.
I was doing good, but then the one day just started becoming the no days.
You gotta do it for you.
I'm trying to do it for me, but it's like
On the days
the
that
burger is calling
bro, the
for
burger.
me.
This guy's talking about the burger.
The jibarito
Everything that you
calling
eat. I sometimes
for
want to
me.
unfollow you because you post so much
I can't help it. Most of
food.
my friends own
I
restaurants.
know that, and I'm like, man, I'm so grateful that I don't live anywhere near the vicinity because I would have, Liz, you want to go here? And I'm like, yeah, let's go. And then it's just like,
I'm on Paseo Boricua
I know
every week.
That's what I'm
Most of my
saying.
friends own restaurants on
So,
that street, so
yeah.
I'm eating very good.
I know. That's why I'm like, I'm glad I don't live out there because I'd be eating good too. And baby, we don't need that extra weight. You know,
I need one of my friends to open up a salad bar.
a salad.
I like
No,
a-
you can keep going to their restaurants, but just ask them to come up with the low special.
A low special that would be casayari.
No, just a
She has
small
the vegetarian
portion.
food.
Guys, just give them a small portion of
Small
everything.
portion?
Just tiny portions. Don't give them regular size portions.
You
Just
giving me mini
yes,
versions?
Make mini versions just for Los,
Jesus,
please. 'cause, yeah, I love you.
Thank you. I love you too. So you ready for this?
I am.
So this segment is brought to you by La Sandwichera on Division. They have all kinds of sandwiches, especially Puerto Rican sandwiches.
Yes.
My favorite sandwich, and it's a poor people sandwich.
Huh.
It's actually egg, right, and spam. I love
Oh, he
egg
did
and
talk
spam.
about
I grew up
that
on that
one,
stuff.
yeah.
And they have that there.
Okay.
La Sandwichera on Division.
Yeah.
Look them up. Go there. They're amazing, great people. It's like walking into Cheers because they also
Yeah.
got a bar inside the place.
Yes, it's a good hangout.
It's a
spot.
really good hangout.
Yeah.
Show up, hang out with La Sandwichera, and say hi to Mikey Jr. and Mikey Sr.
Yes.
So they're sponsoring this segment right here, which is
Yes.
called Hot Topic.
Topic.
So what's your hot topic?
My hot topic. Well, we're in April, and was I here all April?
I don't know. You were not
Have
here.
I
April.
been here?
You
in
have not been here for April.
Okay.
Yeah.
So April, it's a very little touchy subject. April is child abuse prevention month.
Okay.
You know that I am a child abuse survivor, so it is a very subject for me, but it is still important to shed light on that subject. So April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. We talk about different, subjects on it, how to prevent it, are there signs, what to do. So just wanted to share a little bit of data because people think that now, we're in 2026, child abuse is not happening. It's still happening. Children are still dying to child abuse. Unfortunately, DCFS, they do their best, but their best is not their best. So right now there has been an increase of death to child abuse, a 22% increase since 2025.
Oh boy.
And we're just in the year, right? So it's like, what can we do? So I just jotted down some things. If you see or know of, those things happening, child abuse happening, start documenting it because they can't just remove the kids because you call and you make a report, right? You need to have evidence. So just start documenting it. Don't stay quiet. Silence is violence. And it comes in all forms, right?
I believe in that, what you just said, and that's really good. Silence is violence. If you're not saying something about a child being hurt in mentally or physically, there's a problem there. There's a problem with you if you're just letting that pass by.
Yeah, you're basically complacent to that. You should be held guilty for that too. So just wanted to share that, and you never know, you might be saving a life. Gabriel Fernandez is one of the cases that will forever stick with me. The abuse was there. It was visible to the point where the school knew about it. He wasn't removed, and he died,
Oh, wow.
A tragic, horrible death, at the hands of his mother at that.
Oh, no.
So she is in jail. She did try to appeal her case. She tried to file to be released, early release. It was denied, thankfully. But yeah, that's my hot topic for today.
All right. Please, Gregory, find me that number, not now, but find me that number if we could put it on the screen while Liz was talking. We want to make sure that it's there and right now as I'm talking. But right now, I wanted to go to Offset. Offset got shot.
On his kneecap? Was it the kneecap?
I don't know where he got shot. It says right here, Offset released from the hospital and then focusing on recovery from getting shot at a casino.
Oh, it was at a casino.
He was at a casino. Where was
How does that happen? They don't got metal detectors at casinos? No, they don't.
He was shot in Florida.
Oh, Florida again.
I thought it'd be
Florida,
like,
this is the second time you come out in our segment.
Yeah, I thought it'd be Vegas or something, but no, the
Florida.
casino was in Florida.
What?
He was shot outside Florida casino, and Migos rapper has been released from the hospital and is up and walking, a spokesperson said from Rolling Stone.
So not the kneecap.
He says he is good. He put, I am good, but I'm planning to be better.
Oh.
So yeah.
Was that a shot? I'm planning to be better.
He says he's going to focus on his family and recovering and getting back to music. He is realizing that
he messed around and found out.
Life is made up in quiet wins and loud noises. Yeah, I think he got himself into something that.
Yeah, he had no business doing, and now he's like, this wasn't the one. Let me backtrack a little bit.
So the person that shot him was called Little Trey.
Oh,
he was arrested on Tuesday in Connecticut. That's where they found him.
Bro, what you doing in Connecticut?
Yeah, he's only 24 years old. It's like you're about to lose some years in your life, and you're young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pretty dumb. Pretty dumb.
Hopefully he has a good lawyer. I mean, hopefully not staying there. My time, I'm just staying there.
They don't do his time.
Do your time.
And maybe he'll get better.
Do the crime, you do the time.
So this was your boy Los and Liz. And we'll be right back after these commercials.
I guess he wants to say my name, you guys.
Yeah, I'm saying her name today. I'm still surprised she's in the room.
We'll be back.
Bye. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Los from the FLAVA Podcast. Did you know that in a research study, Rashi has been shown to have anti-cancer properties, anti-tumor, effects. And it helps detox the body and regulates the immune system. Whether your immune system needs to be controlled or boosted, Gano can help you there. And natural coffee that changes people's lives. Get your daily dose of 150 antioxidants in 1 cup while enjoying the flavor of this beautiful coffee. Natural coffee never tasted this good. What's up, it's your boy Los, and we are back, and that was Gano Excel Mushroom Reishi Coffee. Look at that coffee, has been doing some great stuff to me. Great skin, great hair, and my gut health is fabulous right now. Gano Excel Mushroom Reishi Coffee, get it when you can. In fact, you can get there's a description right down there. Click that link down there and get Gano Reishi Mushroom Coffee. It's good for you. What's up, Liz?
What's up, Los? We're back. And we got a guest.
We got a guest.
I'm excited about this.
Is that a guest dance?
We got a guest.
We got a guest?
No, well, it's a dance because of what we're going to talk about, but we got music up in here.
Okay. So this guest today has been doing some great things around the city of Chicago and abroad.
Yes.
And we just needed him to be on this table. As you know, to be on this table, you have to give back. And this man gives back. And I wanted him on the table, and I'm gonna mention his name. Robert Torres wanted him on the table as well.
Yes.
So he is here today. What's up, Jorge Ortega?
Not here. Thank you for having me.
George.
I know we've talked for a while, and I'm finally here. Thank you very much for having me.
Oh man, we're glad you're here, and let the people know what you do as far as this festival.
Yes.
Well, I am the founding director of the festival. This is our 12th year doing the festival. It's moved around for 4 locations. Mm-hmm. It grew. It went from a small picnic in a forest preserve to now a big park in Humboldt Park.
A small picnic
in
a forest preserve. That's
Yep.
how it started.
Yep.
A small picnic.
For
in a
my
forest.
birthday.
For your birthday.
So now I got a big birthday.
Wow.
He
That's
likes
so
celebrating
cool.
him.
I like that. That's actually pretty cool.
And now it's in Humboldt Park,
Yes.
which
yes.
is a bigger spot now, right?
Yes, it's a bigger, it's way bigger landscape now. Mm-hmm. The footprint's a lot bigger than we've had in the past.
Okay. So what made you do this first birthday party, right?
For real.
You could have done a birthday party and not have it a fest, but you made it a fest. Why did you make it a fest?
Well, I think what we realized that just to make a long story short, the Colombians haven't celebrated Colombian independence for like 8 years before we came along. So, I decided to with my family and friends, let's do something in the forest preserve. I brought out some turntables. I'm an old school guy.
Okay.
So I brought out a little sound system, played my records. And then we had a good time, and it went from there, and it grew. But I think the Colombian people themselves were coming up to me and our family, hey, can we make this our celebration? And, a lot of them thanked me for for having them, enjoy the party.
Yeah.
It was a cool party. So 2 years down the line, we decided, okay, what would it take to do a festival,
Right.
So, we sat down, we looked at different options of doing it. And, we got some investors together in the beginning to help us out. And then we decided to do it at the first installation was at Copernicus Center
Okay.
on Lawrence and Milwaukee.
Big place. Big, nice place too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
awesome.
and we were outdoors in their big lot.
Yeah.
We used the parking lot and we closed the street. But the people, the Colombian people that here in the Midwest, they responded. They responded from the first year.
Yeah.
And I think we had about 2,500 people
Nice.
the first
You
festival.
gave them a space to celebrate
To
culture
celebrate.
and heritage.
And since day one, that's what we're all about, so it became, how do we celebrate our independence, right? But at the same time it became a mission to preserve the culture.
Okay.
Being an immigrant, I came in 1971 from Barranquilla, Colombia,
Wow.
to Wicker Park.
Okay. Yeah.
I went to Sabin, my first school.
Yeah.
Didn't know English, didn't know Spanish either. 'Cause I came here when I was like 6 years old.
I love that. I didn't know English. I didn't know Spanish either. I like that.
You know, I was just learning. And so yeah, you know, we came into Chicago was our first home, and you know, years later, you know, here we are. You know,
Awesome. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So, a celebration of your birthday turned out to be something huge for the community, for the Colombian community here in Chicago. But I bet there's people coming from out of town also for this fest, because I don't ever hear of this fest being somewhere else.
yeah, no, we this is like there's other Colombian festivals, celebrations in other cities. You know, we're like the number 6th or 7th around there.
Okay.
In the country of
wow.
population
Okay.
of Colombians. You know,
cool.
like, you know, Florida's like number 1, New Jersey, New York, LA, Texas. They have bigger communities.
Oh, okay. I
Colombian
figured Florida's one of them. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's where all the
I mean,
Latinos go.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
So there's, you know, Miami, Orlando, you know, so it's a lot of Colombians in the U.S. So we started small. There was big festivals in Miami, huge. I mean, you know, they were drawing in, you know, 40,000 people and big time talent. You know, so we started small.
Yeah.
You know, we brought, like, the first year we brought two tropical folkloric groups
Okay.
from Colombia.
Okay.
One was Los Gaiteros de San Jacinto,
Okay.
which they're a traditional Colombian folkloric group that has all the elements. I mean, you know, Colombia is like most, you know, Caribbean countries. You know, we have the Afro-Colombian mix, indigenous,
Yeah.
and then, you know, our language coming from Spain. So the idea was of the festival, the flavor that we brought to it.
No pun intended.
Yeah. The flavor that el sancocho, we call it. Un sancocho. You know, so it became the festival. When we did the programming, we wanted to do what was the music that our folks, my parents, my uncles, what did they dance to in the street parties in Colombia? And the street parties in Colombia were called verbenas.
Ooh.
You know, verbenas were street parties. And where I grew up and where I was born in a popular barrio. It was called Barrio Simón Bolívar on the south end of Barranquilla. On that block, there was 2 famous parties.
Okay.
One across the street, which was called Derroche Juvenil. Became real popular, grew huge. And then there was the one like 2 doors down from us, which was the Camaleonas.
Okay.
So those were my dad's friends growing up, neighbors.
Oh, wow.
So I remember when I was younger, you know, this block was always happening, bro. It was a party. You know, I mean, you know, Colombia in Carnaval
Yeah.
is you know, right before Lent and all that stuff. So it's a big party town. It's the biggest celebration of cultural celebration in Colombia, El Carnaval de Barranquilla. So we honored that as a part of our heritage, and we put it in the fest. You know, so the music. So, and remember, my dad would come from Colombia every year. He would go to Carnaval every year, and he would bring back records. For you youngsters that know what records are, LPs.
It's called vinyl.
They were pressed on a vinyl record. And so he would bring these vinyl records back home. So he immense over the 40 plus years coming back and forth. I mean, I try to count it one time, but I think I got to like almost 500 or plus.
Oh, wow.
You know, I never finished
huge
counting.
collection.
So he has a big collection. So I started collecting, you know, maybe like 17, 18 years ago, you know, looking for those records. I was looking for those artists, Colombian artists, salsa artists. So,
Smart.
you know, there was a lot of, in my household, you know, on the weekends, it was sancocho and music. You know, my uncles,
good to
my
me.
primos, everybody gets together at the house.
Yeah.
You know, we're listening to music and comiendo sancocho. And the sancocho, my dad and my mom, and, you know, they would make it like Friday evening, all day Friday cooking. So the pot was huge, so you would have leftovers for Saturday. You know, my dad was smart. He's like, hey, we're gonna make a big pot so I don't have to cook the next day.
Okay.
So my dad would be, you know, con el guayabo, you know, the hangover, boom, he has sancocho left over to like. So that's how the festival started.
Wow.
And that's the flavor we bring to the festival.
Yeah.
Awesome.
How do we bring that?
Yeah.
So if you look at our trajectory of the 12 years that we've done the festival, you know, we can say of the many festivals that are out there, you know, Latino festivals and then Colombian festivals, we brought the most Colombian artists and most international artists.
And others.
Of a lot of, I mean, we have over 50 artists that we've presented in 12 years.
And the whole 12 years. the
Yeah.
whole 12 years.
I mean, you know, we're averaging, you know, 6 artists a year.
Awesome. So how many days does this festival run?
It runs Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and this year falls on July 17th, 18th, and 19th at Humboldt Park. The entrance would be off of Albany and North Avenue,
Albany North Avenue. Okay.
right by the Armory.
Yeah.
So right by the Armory.
That's different.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we did an entrance last year off of Kedzie. It was a far walk.
Yeah.
That was one of the things I think that people, when we came back, it was a trek because you had to come down, you know, like 2 blocks down.
To get down there. Yeah.
To get down to
Yeah. I think the Albany one is a lot better than the Kedzie
Yeah.
one. Yeah. Awesome. So what do you expect this year? How many people do you expect this year?
Well, I think, you know, I think we're pacing very well. We've been selling tickets very well. You know, so it's a blessing.
Yeah.
And I think that people appreciate, you know, the festival, and we have a good special. We have a $50 for the 3 days.
Oh,
That's
nice.
nice.
So
That's not
this is
bad.
the most inexpensive
Yeah, that's
festival
good.
Oh, that's not bad for the
compared
whole
to
3 days.
yeah.
Camera on me. That is a great price. That is, you can't get that price anywhere else when it comes to festivals here in
Yeah.
Chicago. That's a great price, man.
I mean, we try to keep it affordable.
Yeah.
You know, for people, and we understand. You know, there's people. This becomes a family affair. As you know, Latinos, when they go to an event, they carry with everybody.
Yeah.
You know, if you're living with your abuela or your tia, they're
come
gonna
the
come.
primos.
You know,
Yeah, definitely.
you know, and the kids. You know, we have activities for the kids. The kids are free.
Okay.
Oh,
13
wow.
and under are free.
Wow. 13 and under.
13 and under are
Good
free
as well.
And then we'll have a discount for teenagers.
Okay.
Because I know there's some families
Yeah,
that
they have teenagers.
have teenagers, and I mean, I have a teenager,
Yeah.
and it gets expensive.
Yeah.
You know, you got school stuff, you got gym shoes and clothes. And
That's
all
in
that.
July. Then we got August. They're
Yeah.
going to school until
That's
August.
True.
Yeah.
This
So we're
is true.
conscious
You're
as
budget
parents.
friendly.
Yeah.
That's amazing. 'Cause
And we're
yeah.
dog friendly too.
Oh,
You're dog friendly?
We're dog friendly.
Oh, you're doing it
You
all.
guys.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, man.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
I can bring patches.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have, you know, we'll have some water stations for them. And
Oh,
we're
that's so
partnering up
cute.
with a couple of vendors that, you know, that
Dog
deal
treats.
with
oh,
dog stuff.
Oh my gosh,
But
that's so cute.
you've done this before, not just for the Colombian Fest, but for other festivals, correct?
Yes. I'm a veteran of, you can say, festival production management. I started at a very young age when I was in college at Columbia College. You know, I graduated 92. I took like a 6-year deal to get out of that school. But double major, you know, did sound engineering
Okay.
and arts entertainment,
Okay.
media management, what they
wow,
called
okay.
back in the days. So I dabbled in film, I dabbled in special events, you know, sound, live sound, recording.
Okay.
So a little bit of everything. So I worked my way up. You know, when I went to college, I got some internships at some sound companies, and then I landed a summer job with a promoter that was coming up at the time.
Oh, wow.
I'm dating myself. It's way back in the 90s.
You didn't say the promoter's name.
Yeah,
You're not dating yourself
no,
yet.
no, no. So the promote back then, the company was called Cardenas Fernandez and Associates.
Okay.
It changed, you know, quite hands, but right now, Mr. Henry Cardenas,
Okay.
which is
Yeah.
he's the big guy here in the United States, or in this side of the hemisphere. He works with Mark Anthony. You know, he's toured with he does Bad Bunny. So he's got his new company is CMN. It's a big powerhouse. So I came from, that was the pedigree. I always, when I get a chance, I always thank them because, you know, that internship, that they gave me that trust early on.
Yeah.
And you were young.
And I was young. I was like 19 years old.
Jeez.
You know, when I started, you know, working for them. And, you know, it wasn't glamorous. I mean, I remember I was manager of the kids stage. My job was like to wrangle Ronald McDonald and these other popular, you know, musicians and all, you know, like the juggler. So that was my summer job, you know. And then I would pass out flyers.
Okay.
You know, as a promoter, that's where
You're a street team too.
Yeah, so the street team is where I started.
Yeah.
And I would recruit, you know, and I would get my brothers. They were young, they were youngsters, you know, teenagers. Come on, you guys gonna work with me, and we were hitting the streets, the festivals, and you know. So I think a lot of people, you know, sometimes they see me on the streets, or like, you know, I have to sort of being on the street level keeps me sharp and keeps me knowing, you know, what the people like, what they want.
That's good.
And at the same time, they see you.
Yeah. Keeps you connected.
You know, it keeps me connected with the people.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of young promoters that are out here now. You know, they're mainly social media and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you know, I came from a school of you know, the hard knock school, right? And you know, I think, you know, we did radio, we did newspaper, you know, we did flyers, tons of flyers, posters, car wraps.
I gotta ask you. Where did you do your first flyer? What company with?
Well, the iconic. I mean, I'm
Because
glad
you're in Chicago. So
is it Pronto Printing?
Pronto Printing. Yeah, I was gonna say Pronto Printing.
Pronto Printing.
It was a place to go.
I have so many stories from Pronto Printing. They would send me. Well, back then was funny because Cardenas Fernandez had an office on North Avenue. It was behind when I first went there to get a gig. It was behind like this, right by Pulaski.
Okay.
By the Pioneer Bank, and their office was in the back of like a travel agent. Pronto was down the street, so I would like go down to Pronto, you know, and sit there the whole day.
Sometimes it's like
you
that.
know,
yeah.
waiting for the flyers, you know, to get done. You know, I would wait to get cut. But I remember, I think that I appreciate it a lot because I remember going to the print shop and seeing how they did the flyers.
Yeah.
They were using
It was on the
technology.
first level, right?
Yeah,
You had
yeah.
to see it because you went up the stairs a little bit.
Yeah.
You could see right through the room.
Yeah, and then you went to the press.
Yeah.
But the thing is that you see there was like cut and paste like letters from newspapers or articles, and then you paste it on
What the
to
heck?
make a new word.
Yeah.
You know, and you know he would have, you know, sometimes you make them out of these metal plates or whatever, and then he print them. But it's very old school. And then I think, if you remember, I think he was very famous for that tone of color. Like it was like a
It's like a blue or
blue,
it was either
blue,
one
white.
color. Yeah.
It was like a rainbow color,
Yeah,
different shades of color.
Yeah.
Each poster.
Wow.
You know, because that was only, you didn't have spot colors.
Right.
It was just like,
We were primitive, really
Yeah.
primitive, but we got the word out, right? We got the word out. People showed up to our events.
yeah, all those old house parties.
Oh, yeah.
But this is funny, and I was talking to somebody about that. I was talking to Lugo, Rosado,
yes.
old school DJs. And we were talking about porno printing, but a lot of people don't know that the street sense, when I was there, I would know what other promoters were doing. So you remember we didn't have Facebook, you didn't
Yeah.
this is before MySpace, before all that
Before
stuff.
MySpace, wow.
So my tactical,
You'd be there.
it's like
Hang out there.
You hang out there. I'm like, he's printing up. Oh, I see this promoter's doing this at the Riv, or this guy's doing this over here. So you already knew like your competition, and then you knew like I would take flyers, and I would make my route. I remember I would paste a wall of all these little flyers that I pick up everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, this party's on Friday at whatever.
At Medusa's or something.
Yeah, so that's how you learn from the streets. I would run into promoters back in the days. There's a couple promoters, DJ Prieto.
Okay, Beto, yeah.
He's one of those old school cats that did flyers back in the old days. And there was another guy, actually, he's the guy who printed my poster now.
Okay.
Luis Ramirez.
Louis, yeah.
So Luis Ramirez was a big time.
Shout out to Louis.
Back in the days, his print shop is it's called Berwyn Image Store.
Yeah.
So I remember we hired him to do stuff for us at the festivals, at the Pan American Fest, to pass out, when we needed a bigger street team. So he was always out there.
Yeah.
Back in the days, so
Yeah.
there was a lot of promoters came up through the ranks.
Oh, yeah.
When I
Through
started.
partner printing, my mentor was Ziggy D.
Ziggy.
Ziggy's my mentor. He's the one that taught me how to promote and whatnot. And so,
Ziggy was cool.
I was always there doing my flyers or picking up Ziggy's flyers. Yeah.
Yeah, Ziggy, there was, Ziggy.
Al Cisnero.
Yeah, Al. Because the thing is, like, I remember, like, before that, I remember when I was at Calvin Park.
Okay.
I went to Calvin Park High School, and I was fortunate enough to be around when all these hip hop kids were out, started breakdancing, and in the dance crews. I don't know if you remember.
Of course.
AKAs came out of
See, AKs were
Calvin.
before my time. They were before my time, but I knew about them.
Yeah, they're the Culitos, the All Stars. I think you had All Star, yeah.
Yeah, I had them here. Yeah, I had a gringo.
Gringo here. So I remember those guys. I was a lot younger than them. But all that movement, I wanted to be there since I was a teenager, and going out to Janelle's, going out to Medusa's.
Wow, yeah.
The problem was when I would get home late. Bro, the chancletazos, the cocotazos. Like my kids, they don't know about that now.
No.
I
Not whatsoever.
You
They
show up.
probably don't even stay out late.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yo era travieso, I would be out and
That's what we had. We didn't have these phones in our hands. We didn't have these consoles. We had Atari. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't have all these things. We had our friends. Our friends were outside. So we wanted to go see our friends, right? So totally. Hey, you want to play a game?
yeah, let's do it.
You want to play a game?
Let's play a game.
Let's play after these messages.
Cool.
Hungry? Welcome to Buongiorno's, your neighborhood slice of Italy in the heart of downtown at 405 North Wabash. From that first crackle of a hot, thin crust margarita to the aroma of sausage and pepperoni fresh from the oven, this is pizza that stops you in your tracks. Every pie comes out blistered, just right. Bright tomatoes, silky mozzarella, and a crust that holds the fold. Watch the cheese pull. See the slice. Hit the plate. This is the moment you decide what you're eating tonight. And if someone at your table wants something besides pizza, don't worry, there are plenty of tasty options to choose from. Bring friends, bring family, bring an appetite. Dine in, grab a box to go, or order online for pickup or delivery. Open today, see the menu, and start your order now.
And that, you guys, was brought to you by Buongiorno's, our favorite restaurant at the riverfront. Check them out.
At the riverfront.
At the riverfront.
I love that restaurant so much because it's literally at the riverfront.
It is.
And the water's there. You see the ships going by. It's nighttime. The lights are on. You're with your girl, with your guy, with your friends. It's a perfect spot to
With
go
your
eat.
lover. With
your-
the Sancho. La
Yep.
Sancho.
Buongiorno's, Italian cuisine.
Yes.
Shout out to Nick Ramos.
Thank you, Nick.
So we got on the table, we have Jorge Ortega. What's up, George? You ready for this game?
Yeah, let's do it.
So the game is called This or That. You're going to pick this or that, and you're going to say why you picked which one you picked. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
They might be silly, they might be stupid, they might be whatever. Whatever comes out of her mouth, I did not ask her to do that. Anyways,
Damn, sorry.
all
You
right.
signed the waiver out now.
Okay, here we go. Tom or Jerry? The cats or the mouse?
I like the mouse.
Why?
Mouse.
El mouse, because I mean, he was always the more clever, and he was. I mean, I've always liked the mouse.
Okay.
And Tom and Jerry,
Tenacious.
and his uncle. Remember his uncle with the guitar?
The guitar. Yeah. Couple of one and read it right. Campbell.
Yep, that's it.
He just brought his favorite
I love him.
character.
I love him. I love him.
Are you a morning person or a night owl?
Morning.
Morning person? Why?
Well, I've always been a morning person, even though that I've work at night. I'm always out at
Yeah,
night.
that's what I'm wondering. Like
But
it
no,
sounds like your career's
yeah, 'cause,
up late, but you're
You know, I was always up late, but yeah, I like to get up early in the morning. You know, I've always gotten up, 5-ish, 5 in the morning. Well, back then I used to read like a newspaper magazine. Now, you want to catch up on your emails, do a little bit of exercising, meditation, get ready for the day.
I like it.
Awesome. Arroz blanco o arroz con gandules?
Well, I'm Colombian,
Uh-huh.
and I prefer arroz con coco.
Arroz con coco.
Arroz con coco.
Okay.
It's a sweet but salty white rice, right?
Yeah.
You do it with coconut milk, or grain. You shred the coconut and put it in the rice.
Is it like arroz con leche?
No, arroz con leche is more. This is like un arroz blanco.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but it just has that coconut flavor.
Okay.
And some people make it dark, some people make it light.
Yeah.
And then some people even like darken it up with, they'll burn the sugar first, and that gives it the brown color.
That actually sounds
But
good.
back to your question, arroz blanco and
Arroz gandules.
gandules, I'm a gandules guy.
Okay. So you're just mixed up right now.
So,
I'm like,
no, because I mean, it's, rice is
Just
our
depends on how you're
staple.
feeling, maybe.
That's our stable. Like los colombianos, it's like, my wife says this is like, if she doesn't have rice, it's not food. She feels that
It's not a meal, right?
It's not a meal.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
concur.
when we can't make it to a Colombian restaurant, we go to a Puerto Rican restaurant because she knows there's rice there.
Yeah.
Rice. El arroz blanco, what does it come with? Frijoles, gandules.
Whatever you want, yeah. You add
the
anything.
beans, the beans.
So the egg on top.
If you got in a Cuban restaurant, you got white rice, black beans.
Yeah.
Black beans.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I'm usually when I go to the have a jibarito, I do the rice con gandules,
Awesome.
the combo.
Okay. Awesome.
Coffee or tea?
Ooh, coffee.
Coffee. Why? Does that mean it's an energy boost? Is it the
Is
aroma?
it
Oh, no.
Colombian coffee?
It's Colombian. No,
Is
it's
it
like
the
'cause
Colombian
I make coffee all the time, every day. I'll drink a whole pot by myself
Oh, wow.
of coffee.
Energy.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's even.
Does it do anything
I
for
don't-
you,
I don't
like
think-
energy wise? Because for some
Not
people it
really.
doesn't do anything.
No,
For
it
some
just
people it's
helps.
just a smell.
No, I think it's a part of. I grew up, in Colombia. Your bottle, the first bottle they give you is café con leche.
Oh, nice.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Because when I grew up, it was like, if in the household they made a big pot of café con leche, that's all you're gonna have. They're not gonna make you something special. You're not gonna get your own a bottle
hilarious.
of milk.
It's like
Just have the cafe
so
con leche. That's
everybody got it.
crazy.
Everybody gets it.
So as far as I know, I think since I was little, I've been drinking.
Well, that
Cafe con
explains
leche.
that. You
Awesome.
just immune to it.
So, Batman or Superman?
Well, that's a hard one because I remember growing up seeing both shows. The old school ones. But I think I'm more of a Batman guy because I've always liked the cars. I've always been into cars.
You like this gadget.
So the gadgets, Batman was for me. And I remember seeing him like years ago. I went to a car show and the actor was there with the car and stuff. Like this was way before he even got, this was like I was young. This was like got to be like in the 80s.
Okay.
World of Wheels they had brought.
World of Wheels,
They
yeah.
brought the Batmobile.
That's cool.
And you were like, oh.
Yeah.
Did you
No,
get to see the inside?
Yeah, I mean,
that's so cool.
they have one at the Volo Museum up in Volo, Illinois. They have one of the original cars.
Okay.
Wow.
So they made a bunch
I
of
didn't
them.
know
But
that.
they got the old school one, the 50s model.
Yeah. That's the real cool one.
Yeah.
The real cool one. Dubai or Hawaii? If you could travel to either or, which one would you go to?
Well, I haven't been to both yet. I would like to probably Dubai.
Why?
I would like to see that, see that culture.
Yeah.
I want to experience that culture. It's like, Africa is one of the countries I want to go to. I mean, I traveled a lot
Yeah.
for business, and I've been to these music conferences. I was invited to many music conferences, world music, to scout talent and stuff. But, I've been to Poland, Spain,
Oh, man.
France, the islands,
Awesome.
So, but yeah, Dubai, Dubai is like hot right now. Everybody's, what's that Dubai chocolate they got?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Dubai
The
chocolate.
fragrances
It's not
now,
that
those,
great.
those
It's not that
perfume.
great.
Dubai chocolate is amazing.
It's not that great.
It's amazing.
But,
It's bad for my teeth.
I want to get on one of those Lambo taxi cabs.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
that actually
Yes, it
sounds
would be.
cool.
So, Chicago Cubs or Chicago Sox?
Well, my family's divided in that topic because I got my brother, one of my brothers, big Cubs fan, and my other brothers, he's a police officer, Lieutenant Elvis, and most cops are like Sox fans.
Okay.
So when I say I'm a Bears fan, that's how we solve that
That's
problem.
hilarious.
All right.
Well, see,
Okay.
he's a cheesehead.
Oh, yeah.
so.
Cheeseheads over here.
Oh no, man!
yeah.
Don't mention that.
I am a
'cause
cheesehead. Love the cheese.
my
Don't
wife,
mention
quick
that.
story. My wife, she knows big Bears fan. Our whole family's Bears fan. She comes to this. I brought her to this country 16 years ago, and guess what? We were watching the Bears and the Packers, and she goes for the Packers.
That's right. You,
And
you
ever
married a
s-
smart woman.
Yeah, and the thing is, I can never win with her because every time the Packers beat the
They
Bears.
beat them. It wasn't just too recently.
There's
they started
no
winning.
winning there.
That
You-
was
you know,
7 years of hell.
Remember those are the Favre days,
Yeah,
Brett Favre.
yeah.
Those were and she was like, oh, she doesn't know nothing about football, American football, this soccer, and then so she was like, I asked her, why are you in with Green Bay,
Yeah.
and then she was, well, are you mono? There was a defensive guy, I think, with the blonde hair. I forgot the dude's name. She liked that guy, and he goes, "No, they seem, and I don't know, and we always lost."
She's just a smart woman. That's all I gotta say. She's
Yeah.
a smart woman.
They lost.
No,
They
no,
lost twice out of 7 years
No,
of
and
getting
then-
beat down.
And then there's a friend of mine who lives up. He works up in Green Bay. You may know him, Angel Lopez.
Yeah. He was here on
for
the show.
coach.
Yeah.
Coach. So, and then he would he would come to the fest. We work with him a lot with the kids.
Yeah.
So he's our he handles our sports camp
Okay.
for the festival.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
brings NFL players. he organizes the
Awesome.
football.
Yeah, good guy.
You know, but then he would entertain my wife, bringing her stuff from Green Bay, and then I was like, come on, Angel.
Let's go, Angel.
you're-
Camera on me. Shout out to Angel. I love you, bro.
And I follow Angel because sometimes like when the Bears lose, this past
You know they're
season,
on me. They come
he
after
was
me.
putting stuff on Facebook. And,
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Oh my goodness. Oh, my turn. Do you prefer summer or winter?
summer.
Summer. Is it because of the festivals or is it the weather?
Well, I think the weather's, and then that's my season.
Yeah.
I'm like a construction worker. I work in the summer.
Yeah.
That's my season.
Okay, cool. So, I think I'm forgetting one before the last one. But I'm gonna do this one. Wonder Woman or Supergirl?
Wonder Woman.
Why?
Linda Carter.
Come on, somebody. I love that.
See,
Come
you
on,
asked
somebody.
that because you
Come on,
knew he was
somebody.
going to say that. 'Cause y'all are the same age. I don't know who Linda Carter is.
She's the original Wonder Woman.
She's
Actually,
the
she's not the original one.
Let me
There's
look her
two others
up. She was
before
like-
her. She was the one, the most famous one.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, I
Linda
would watch her. I love
Carter.
that show.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what other show that I liked back then was the $6 Million Man.
Yeah, or the Bionic Woman.
Bionic Woman. Well,
Yeah.
I wasn't too much in the Bionic. I
No?
was more with
Steve Austin.
Steve Austin. And then also the Hulk.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Banner.
I can see it. I can
David
see
Banner.
it.
Banner. Yeah.
She's a pretty
Don't
girl.
get him angry.
She's a pretty girl. I like her eyes. I'm not
She's
feeling
beautiful,
the
and
eyebrows.
she's Mexicana.
She's Mexicana. She was one of the first Mexicanas.
Her name is Linda Carter,
Yeah.
and she's Mexican?
Uh-huh.
Or is that just her screen name?
It's probably her Hollywood name.
Yeah, a lot of Latinos
Yeah.
changed their name
Yeah.
back in the day.
They had to. They had to.
Interesting. Maybe
Your last one?
Netflix or YouTube?
Well, I'm not too much of a TV guy, but I'm more on the YouTube stuff.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because YouTube is more educational. You can watch the entertainment stuff, but you can watch
Yeah.
educational stuff as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you're working at a festival and you want to know what are the new gadgets people are using or new tricks they're doing to bring more people in as far as marketing and advertising, it's YouTube.
Yeah, because I think I'm not too much of a in my household. I got teenage kids. I got my wife. She comes from work or whatever, or on the week she wants to watch her novela.
Yeah.
So that's. I mean,
Little novelas.
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't get no TV time.
No. You get work time.
Yeah.
That's all
Yeah.
we got.
So I'm
We're
on my
entrepreneurs.
phone. I work on my phone.
Yeah.
Late nights and, but I don't really to sit down and watch a show. It's rare. It's got to be really.
It's
good.
hard for us.
But I don't have.
What about in the winter when it's like your downtime
Well, even then, it's I'm still more.
on YouTube?
I'm actually prepping for the
I was
following
going to
year.
say that. He's getting ready.
You're just working.
As entrepreneurs, there's never a stop.
See, that's why I'm not doing it. It's like I don't cross that line.
We enjoy what we do,
Yeah.
right? That's what we do it.
Yeah.
But there's no stop to it.
There's
but
no stop.
when we do have like a small break, just like people that do taxes, right?
Mm.
Right after they're done doing the tax season, they take a trip.
Yeah.
Most of them take trips and they go to Puerto Rico or they go where they're going to go for like
Yeah.
a week or two
Yeah.
to just
Just
know
Just get a break.
get a break. And I love what I do. I love doing this. I love being around you. I love doing stuff we do at events and whatnot. Yeah. So I understand him completely.
Yeah, no, I think that you have to like wind down, but what I see now is like, on the phone, I realize, how things have changed.
Yeah.
So in the event business, goes with the times. Before back then, you didn't have all of this gadgets. You didn't have all of this strategy and all this.
Yeah.
Back then, you just did it, man.
just
It was
did it.
you
You
figure
did
it
your
out.
flyers and
you
you
know,
passed them out.
you went out and you learned, by doing it.
Yeah.
Because we didn't, like I remember, when I worked at, with the promoters and CFA and all those other, even when I worked at Univision for a few, I went to Dallas. I worked in Dallas market, and I remember talking to programmers And I took the programming class, and I'm like, I was listening to, I have friends and from Paso Boricua, these youngsters, they would tell me like, hey, this is what's going on in Puerto Rico. So I learned a lot from those kids, what they were listening to. So when I came into the radio station, I remember, with those directors, I said, listen, man, this is what's playing here. This is gonna like blow up. And this was early reggaeton. This is like way early stuff. So I remember a quick story. We had, there was a kid, he had told me about Tego Calderon. And he goes, hey, there's this guy from the Vallarde, blah, 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 blah. And I was programming and producing Fiesta Boricua at the time. And I remember going back to the committee and say, hey, I got this about this guy, Tego Calderon. He was starting out.
Yeah.
But he had such an underground buzz back then. So when we booked him to Fiesta Boricua, a lot of people don't know, he was one of his first gigs was at Fiesta Boricua.
Oh, wow.
And I remember him playing on the stage, sort of like drizzled rain that day. And it was the first time we put the stage on the other opposite side of the flag, near the park.
Okay.
So we closed down California, and we had about 3,000 kids on that side of the park. And then half the park was packed. They was playing, great performance. The guy gets off a stage, you put him in the van, about 1,000 kids chasing the van down Mozart.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
And then that stood in my mind because it was like, dude, I never seen an artist, besides I seen that when I did the Pan Am Fest with Menudo.
Menudo.
Nice.
And my story with Menudo, I told this a few times. When Menudo came to Navy Pier, they left. We got them in this stretch limousine, and I had security guys like escort them into the limo out this corridor to go out. I must have been like 1,000 teenage girls.
Trying to figure out how to get to them.
Man, I got like mauled on. The security guys were like, so we're just trying to keep these kids safe.
Yeah.
Listen, get away from the car because they were throwing themselves on the car.
What the heck? That's
And I'm like,
Menudo back in the day?
they had the posters, of the Menudo. My sister was a big Menudo
Mine
fan.
too.
Yeah.
So, this
They're
is...
probably in the game. Probably in the crowd.
This is like
She had me
Ricky...
dress up like Menudo, start do their dancing. So
Ricky Martin was young, was a young teenager. And that was like huge. And that was the only artist that I've seen with that paparazzi that people just...
It's crazy. Yeah.
And then to see like 20-something years later, whatever it was, the Tego Calderon play, and I think, I had a chance to work with him again. I brought him again some years ago. But yeah, it was, to see Tego in his prime.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
To play Chicago. And, he was very active. He was very pro because he was like, hey, this is, Fiesta Boricua. We're on Paso Boricua. This is, Puerto Ricans. So he understood that message. He understood, hey, Chicago, the Puerto Ricans in Chicago, they stand up. And so he came out,
That's awesome.
And performed. When I seen all those kids, chasing
that's
them
so
down the
cool.
street, I'm like, this is,
It's real.
That's awesome.
It's real.
So we're going to get to the last question. Very important question. Hope you're ready for this one.
So make it or break it.
That's right. Chicago pizza or New York pizza?
Man, that's an easy one. I'm a Chicago pizza guy, and I'm actually, my favorite is the stuffed spinach.
Stuffed spinach from who? From where?
From I do two places. Giordano's, I like it, and then there's Luminati's I like, and then I tasted, I think every pizza place in Chicago.
Okay.
You know, so I'm a big pizza guy.
Coming to that.
Oh,
Coming to that. Have you ever been to a place called Pequot's?
Yeah,
Did you like Pequot's?
it was good.
It was good pizza.
Yeah.
Great pizza.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it's the best pizza in the world. I think it's, for me, best pizza in the world. Have you ever been to a place called
Not these pizza.
No.
No one has. Because no one has been to this place. That's 2 for 2 today. 2 for 2.
Where is it at?
It's on 51st
We don't
and
know.
Kedzie. We don't know. It's on 51st and Kedzie.
Okay. I mean, I drove in a sunset.
He said I drove by
But I
it.
don't think I've ever been in there.
I drove by it too. This is what happened. When I drove by it, I was picking up my friend Ron Martinez. Shout out to Ron Martinez. He's in Panama right now. I saw it. I was like, I drove by. I'm like, oh, there's not these pizza right there. So I'm driving. So it's nighttime, so there's not traffic. So I did a U-turn to go try this pizza that my beautiful co-host loves so much. So as I was walking towards the door to walk into this place, I looked down and there's a chalk outlining of a person.
Oh my goodness.
So I said, I turned back around, got in the car, and kept on driving. And that's my experience with not these pizza.
Well, I think there's a pizza. When I lived, we lived up north after my Calvin years. I lived in Humboldt Park. We moved up north. There was a pizza place across the street from my house. It's called Golden Crust.
Okay.
Golden Crust Pizza. Kedzie and Leland. No,
Okay.
Kedzie and Eastwood
Okay.
on the corner. They've been there forever. Good pizza.
Still there?
Still there.
Okay.
And we used to get like the stadium pizza. But my story, my college days, I lived in the basement of my parents' house. I'm talking about basement parties. We'll talk off the mic. We'll talk about that. But this pizza place, I remember, like it would be like below zero or snowy, and I would call. Hey, I want some wings and some pizza. They would know me already. Listen, George, we're not walking across the street. Get your butt up
That is
and come and get
crazy.
you. If not, I'm charging you $20. I go take it across the street. I mean, they were literally like, like
That's awesome.
kitty corner.
They know you that well. They're like, nah, you come get it, bro.
You better cross the
I mean,
street and
stop
go
playing
get
around.
your
So
pizza.
many years eating pizza. I mean, the best
But wait a second.
stadium pizza. There was a huge.
But it must have been
stadium.
good for them too, because I'm pretty sure you're tipping them for crossing the street.
Yeah.
I would have went across the street. They'd give my $1 or $2. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Get a little sit on a tip.
Yeah, big shout out to Golden Crust.
Shout out to Golden Crust. All right,
hilarious.
awesome. So we're gonna get to your life right now. I know we're kind of running out of time here, but I want to get to it. Who were you when you were 10 years old?
Well, I think at 10, I was just, getting used to like being in America as an immigrant. My childhood was a little rough because I had a lot of issues with learning. So back then, public schools weren't that good back then. I don't know, some of them are better now, but back then they didn't know how to deal with an immigrant,
Yeah.
Immigrant child. And I remember, being in grammar school at Sabin, and there was no resources there for somebody who spoke Spanish. But my issue was a little deeper because since I was brought at a young age, I was not ripped, but I wasn't in school. I didn't have enough foundation when I left Colombia. So when I get here, you're thrown into the mix
Yeah.
of trying to learn English,
But you haven't even learned your native,
my Spanish. I mean, I knew my Spanish, but I was barely learning how to
Yeah, you
read
didn't
and
know how to
write
read
in
and
Spanish. So it was very difficult. And and then later on, I was diagnosed with a bunch of learning disabilities, memory, retention, and I remember being put in a small classroom with two other people.
I was there with you, brother. I was there with you.
So my mom would go to school. My son, mi hijo no es retardado, que no sé qué, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Because they would categorize you on there. And, you had some bullying and stuff going on.
Yeah.
But survived that. Then when we moved from there, I went to Sawyer, Cortland area. The block, that was a really nice growing up for me, between 10, 11 till I was a teenager. It was like, I don't see that happening now because back then that made it seem like I was in Colombia because, the block, everybody knew who you were. The neighbor in front, the next door neighbor, and Lao, we all went to school together. Our parents knew each other. So, if I did something wrong, they're going to tell my mom, when she got back from work, with some chancleta time, So we always, at that age group, we were hanging out on the street in front of our house.
Right.
We never went
You didn't go too far.
far from there.
So at 15, who were you at 15?
15, that puts me at, Calvin Park, freshman year at Calvin Park, going in there. I went to Calvin when there was still a lot of Anglos there. The school was in transition.
Yeah.
The neighborhood was in transition. So I remember at 15, I think there was a teacher who took me in my freshman year. Her name was Miss Brennan.
Okay.
I think that's when it's very important. I think that teachers are very important.
They are.
She was, when I got to that school, everybody said, "Oh, you're at Miss Brennan's homeroom. This lady's the toughest lady, the meanest, the raw, They had this picture, and I picture this lady like, oh man, I'm gonna get killed, right? This lady turned out to be my guardian, you could say. I remember when I came in as a freshman, she looked at my record and she's like, they did a disjustice to you. She was the English teacher,
Oh, wow.
give or take, right? She was the English teacher. So she gave me, my test, whatever, see where I was at. Remember, freshman, I was 12th grade, right? Ninth.
Ninth. 12 is
So,
senior.
so ninth, I was coming in at ninth, 15 years old. My reading level was very low. They passed me along because nobody
Yeah.
wanted to deal
That's
with
what
you
they did.
back then.
Yeah, they just move you along.
So she took me, my division teacher, and I had her class. I was in her class for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
In her division, I was there all the time. And in the English class, she was the one that helped me.
Wow.
And even before then, I never thought I was going to go to college. And then when I got into high school, there was another teacher who was a retired Air Force pilot. And I remember he was our science teacher. He's like, anybody want to learn how to fly? I'm like, bro, I was the first one. Hey, I want to learn how to fly. Because I've always, I remember I was a $6 million man.
That's right. That's right.
Action hero.
You're watching Steve Austin.
The A-Team and all that kind of stuff. And, those old war shows back in the days.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I was the first one to sign up with him. I got my student license, I think, in my junior year of high school,
Oh, wow.
and I wanted to be a Marine because the only way kids like us in that time were like, we didn't see college as an option.
No.
We didn't have the money. My parents worked, they were a factory job. They barely made enough money to feed, to keep us. It's 4 kids, rent and stuff. So we didn't, and they didn't, I don't think they even really knew if that was our option,
Yeah.
So me being the oldest of the family, in high school, I broke my leg. I was going to go, I signed up for the Marines hardcore. I was ROTC 4 years.
Okay.
I signed up a bunch of people. I'm like, I'm going to join the Marines. Went to the recruiter, here it is, blah, 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 blah. Like, not even 3 or 4 months before I was going to go ship out to boot camp, like right before graduation. I got into a car accident and broke my leg.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I played football. You know, I had a couple scholarships and stuff like that that they were offering me. Some little college, I think it was like Kent State or some other Bowling Green.
Okay.
You know, some no division school. So, I don't know. But
At least they offered you something.
yeah, so,
Yeah.
you know, but the thing is, like, I was looking at the
And I want to
cost.
stop you there a little bit. I want to stop you there because what you just said, and that's because you got to remember what you said, and I'm remembering that they saw you when you're starting school in the States as behind. You're behind. You're going to be behind everyone else when it comes to learning. But then you still have, now you're in high school, right? Or going into college, and then people are offering you scholarships. No matter if the school was small or not, or big, you know what I'm saying? They offered this. So forget what those teachers were saying you were slow back in the day because they didn't know who you become today. And this is awesome, and I thank you for that. Thank you for telling me this story.
Yeah, no, I think that, you know, and I think what I learned from that story was that, you know, I remember in the hospital bed when I came back home, a friend of mine gave me a pamphlet for Columbia College because the recruiter gave me my discharge papers. I was heartbroken.
Yeah.
You know, 4 years I wanted to be a pilot, and I did everything to go to be.
You probably had pictures on your wall.
Yeah, you know, I was
airplanes and all
already
that
flying
stuff.
airplanes already. And the thing was that I remember taking the test for the Marines. I scored very well. But then, you know, I realized, like, you know, even the guy told me, he goes, you know what? You know, you might not get there as a pilot yet because the system's not made for you yet. And even with that, I told him, you know what? And I remember my job was, how close can I get?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, you can be. So when he looked at my record, blah, 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 my aptitude was to be a mechanic. Says, I'll be a plane mechanic, bro. That'll get me closer to flying.
Yeah.
Then I'll fly on my own,
That's
little by
a
little.
great way of thinking and trying to fight those barriers that are put in front of us.
Yeah, because you know, to be honest with you, you know, you're talking about this is in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
If you can, there was a handful of pilots or in the Air Force that were Latino.
It's a small amount.
Yeah, I knew the reason I wanted to, there was a chance for me to do it because there was a Colombian guy. His parents worked with my parents in the factory. They came before us. They were much older than me. And the brothers, one of name was Javier, remember. So he went into the Air Force. You know, and the guy was, you know, able he stayed at the Air Force. That was his career. And I remember when I was young, him coming back. He came back. He had a white Corvette. We came out of the thing. He bought himself a nice car. I'm like, whoa, you know, a Corvette. You know,
Like, you're next.
you know. He goes, like, dude, I can do this, right? That inspired me a little bit, you know, to continue. But again, there was a lot of racism, a lot of institutional racism back then. You know, there was barriers put on. You know, it's hard when you're saying, you know, the recruiter's telling you, dude, I want to be a pilot. And he's telling, well, you might not make it,
Yeah.
but because of this, and that. And I'm like, you know what,
Hard to
dude?
hear.
You know, it's like, give me a pilot. I'll be a mechanic, bro.
I just love the way you thought there. 'Cause that would have killed me. Like, what?
Yeah.
I probably would have got mad.
Yeah, you know, but
Because of my skin?
you
Because
know,
of my blood?
Yeah, you know, it was
Not because
crazy.
not because of my smarts and I could do this. That probably,
Yeah.
You did good because I probably would have got upset.
Yeah, so the thing is, I ended up at Columbia College. I was still in crutches when I started Columbia College. Because, you know, there's that, you know, because during that period, just, you don't know, I DJ'd. I was a DJ, not a DJ. It was more of a selector. In my country, they call it picotero. I play records. The reason I loved the music and learned about the music, because my uncle, you know, and my dad, they have these big record collections, and I would play records for them. You know, and that's how I learned about all this salsa. You know, I learned about Celia Cruz. I learned about the Fania, you know, Colombian music, you know, Alfredo Gutierrez, Aníbal Velázquez, which Aníbal Velázquez, Alfredo Gutierrez, Lisandro Mesa, Pastor Lopez, all of them played at the festival.
Oh, wow.
And those are one of the
amazing.
because like I told you earlier, I programmed the festival on vinyl on what my parents listened to. And we had the fortunate enough, you know, because the thing is that we realized there's a lot of these artists were getting older. You know, we just lost Willie Colon, you know, and he played with us at Kelvin Park.
Okay.
That was a great show.
Awesome.
And then we had booked him. We did a deal with Millennium Park. So he was the only artist that did. He packed our spot. He packed Kelvin Park. He played for 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours at Kelvin Park. The next day on Monday, he played like another hour. It was like 18,000 people. On Monday in Millennium Park.
Wow.
You know.
I can see that. For him, I can see that. Totally
You
can
know.
see that. So let's move on to a little bit later time. You're 30 years old. Who are you at 30 years old?
30, I'm sort of like in the halfway point of my career. Because since I started young, at 30, man, I felt like I did so much,
Yeah.
you know, and I had a lot of stuff. I had, you know, sort of, I guess, made it, so to speak, right? In the industry, people were respecting me. I've done, at that time, I had left, I was still with CFA. I lasted about 15 years with them. And the company blew up. We were touring with, you know, all these big artists, you know, Carlos Vives, Mark Anthony at the time. So I was doing a lot of those tours. Maná was huge. I went to Santo Domingo. I went to PR, Mexico. I mean, I traveled all over the place. Then, you know, I had my first child, Evita, my oldest, about that age. You know, so things, you know.
Hold up. Let's slow down there. 30 years old?
Yeah.
You did good. Your first child at 30?
Yeah, because I wanted to
Are
wait.
you sure you're Latino?
I wanted to wait till after after college.
That's good. He's
You know what I'm saying?
smart.
'Cause I got out of
Smart.
college.
That was good. No.
I
Smart.
got out of college later. You know, I got out of college later. I stayed for 6 years.
Yeah, remember he said he couldn't get out of there.
I got it. It just, you know.
So by the time I got
wasn't thinking
back,
about our people, but
you know,
we
I
kinda
was
did it a
working.
little
You know, we
early.
were working and stuff. You know,
Yeah, no, it's smart.
I was
No, it's good.
I was working, trying to build some stuff.
Yeah. Awesome.
And you wouldn't have been able to focus.
Yeah, and then, you know, like I said, there, you know, you matured quite a bit.
yeah.
You know, but I mean, I made mistakes.
All of us
You
do.
know, I made mistakes. You know,
Humans.
you know, like, you know, I remember, you know, it was a little bit after I did a show. I did a big car show. I was into cars. I was doing lowrider cars, big car shows, celebrity cars. And I remember I was in New York doing a show, and this kid came up to me. There was all these celebrity cars, and he's like, "Which is your car, man?" He goes, "You're the guy." He came up to me, I don't know, out of the blue, because he seen that I was the one in charge, so to speak, because I was like here and there running things around. So this kid approaches me, and he was like, that stuck to me to this day. This was like 2001 around there. So he told me, like, "Where's your car? Like, what kind of car you have?" And I told the kid, I remember, "Listen, it's not what you have." He goes, "I don't have any of these cars." He goes, "If you look at it, I'm the one that put the show together. It's my show. I own the show. You know, I do the shows." But I told the kid, is not what I told him, I don't spend my time or money on a whip. He goes, you know, it's like,
For you young people, a whip means a car.
Well, that's because he
Not
he
a real
used-
whip, y'all.
You know, that's what he said. He was like, "Where's your whip?" You know.
Yeah.
You know, remember this was MTV era,
Yeah.
bling bling, all these artists and athletes with expensive cars with rims and sound and power.
Yeah.
You know, a young kid gets like, "Oh shit, I want to do that right
Yeah, like Pimp My Ride.
Yeah, you know, like, well, I mean, lucky you meant Pit My Ride. Well, give or take, I mean, I was instrumental in that,
Okay.
in that whole scene, because I was the first promoter to put together an actual car show with the lifestyle. I mean, there was lowrider shows in the past, right? And then there was, then there was like Dub Magazine came through, all these big magazines came through. But I infused that car culture, the lowrider culture, the Fast and the Furious culture, the celebrity culture,
Awesome.
and did a show. And we brought Busta Rhymes here to the McCormick
go.
place.
Buster.
But you know, the thing is, like, you know, so
I was
that,
there for that one.
you know, it was called the Masters of the Streets, Celebrity Car Show, all that stuff.
Oh, wow.
I mean, those were big heydays, but like, I remember then the economy crashed and then everything went south for that,
Yeah.
you know. But like I said, you live and learn at 30. You know, I was fortunate enough to learn from the best people out there, you know, great engineers, great showmanship people, great promoters. I remember there was a promoter that I met in Los Angeles. And the dude was like, you know, you have to give back to your fans. You know, you have to respect your fans, your people. You know, because when you do an event, right? An event is a canvas. That's the way I look at it. My art form is creating an experience for people. You know, I get my pleasure of me, or I feel great when people come back, you know, to one of the festivals and say, you know, thanks for bringing this person. I have people cry in front of me, thanking me that we brought this artist.
Right. It meant something to them.
It meant something.
Totally,
You know, we did Johnny Ventura, you know, Willie, all these big people.
Yeah.
You know, and I was fortunate enough that we had the opportunity to bring all of this music to Chicago, you know, and then to have, you know, a fellow Colombian parent tell me, like, I bring my kids here because it's the only time I have for them to see the culture.
Yeah. Yeah. It's awesome. So we're going to move on to now, to today. Who are you today? And by the way, how many children do you have now?
In total, 6.
6.
We're like the
Six?
Brady Bunch. Yeah.
Holy crap, you have 6 kids?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, some already, they're not here, but my wife, she had 3 kids.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I had 2 kids with my previous marriage.
Okay.
And then Junior now with
Okay.
my wife now.
6 kids.
So, but then I got 7 grandkids.
Wow.
So my house
7
is packed.
grandkids.
And they live upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're a good
So
grandpa.
when are you moving back to Colombia?
He's a good grandpa.
Yo me voy.
Yeah. So I think that, you know, that's where you know, right now, you know, it seems like time flew by, bro. To me, it seems like I remember like yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, it was at good times, bad times. You know, I don't regret nothing. You know, I don't regret. I mean, I think at the end of the day, you know, we left. You know, there's a good legacy there, and there's people that are gonna continue it. You know, I mean,
We got Junior here. To continue.
yeah, they work. My daughters work in the festival. You know, our cousins. It's a family affair because, you know, it became a passion. It's a passion for us. It's a family business, right? It's a family business. You know, I'm an entrepreneur all my life, and I was very fortunate that, you know, I've been on my own for for quite a bit now, 16 something years. Some companies made it, some, have gone down. But, we're still here. And the thing is like now, I'm more of a guru now, right? Everybody knows me. I'm the guy who, you need to take out a permit at the city.
Yeah.
I've been working with those people forever.
Show us how to do it.
It becomes where like, I don't, some people tell me, you got to write stuff down and this and that. I'm like, everything's up here and everything's done. I still do a lot of stuff old school way. But I learned, a lot of this new media, social media has grown, has blown up the brand over the couple of years. We've got a following, I respect that following. And we try to build on it. So people, they come to me for advice. I see a lot of great young entrepreneurs. Hey, it's persistence.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that, it takes not just time, but you got to keep going.
Consistency.
You
need that consistency. If you don't keep on doing it,
And it's
Yeah.
not always going to go the way
not
that
gonna-
you want it to
I mean,
go.
we survived, I survived, 9/11. I was in the store with a kid in New York. I did a show 3 days before,
Oh, wow.
and my crew got stuck at 9/11. We were on the same planes. I came out of Newark where they took the planes.
Oh, wow.
It was a scary sight, scary time.
Oh, yeah.
I remember leaving. It was a very scary time coming in. My plane got directed to Chicago. It was nuts.
Yeah.
So that experience taught me a lot, right? I'm like, listen, we're not here forever. What are we gonna do? So my thing is like I always try to do something to help other people. Because a festival, there's festivals that people go, they're gonna have a good time, blah 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 blah. It's wonderful, blah. It's very Instagrammable moment, blah, selfie, blah blah blah, and that's it. But our thing is like, how do we, preserve the music, preserve our culture. That's why I dance. I dress up as
It's
a
a deeper
Congo.
meaning.
We dress
Yeah.
up. We do the whole thing.
Aw.
We keep that carnival feeling alive, and we try to bring that onto the young kids. We have a
have
dance
to.
troupe, Raíces de mi Tierra. My wife's the director, and she's got 18 girls, some guys in there, and some kids. They're keeping that tradition alive.
They have.
So the festival, it's a vehicle, right? It's a vehicle to promote culture, preserve, and we survived COVID,
Yeah.
and we survived ICE last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was something scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did.
You know what I'm saying? That was very scary. ICE was at the Puerto Rican Museum
Yep.
8 days before my festival, before the fest.
Yeah.
And you-
Did that affect your
Yeah, a lot.
the festival?
A lot. Because look, I think that, we were 8 days out. We had to make a decision.
Yeah.
Either we quit now, turn in our bags, and we lose the money what we lost, what we invested. So either, or we do a chance, stand up for ourselves, stand up for our culture, and we stood up and say, hey, we're not going nowhere. The people, the park district, the city, the aldermen, the Latino officials, all of them stood up for us,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that, and I thank all of the Latino officials that helped us, because either for us being, this is how close it was. Either we lose and we're homeless. My brother, myself, we're like, it's a lot of money to do these type of festivals. Friday was people were scared. Nobody wanted to go out. Our ticket sales normally, we do 50, 60% of our people up front. And that's in the 15 days, 20 days before. We were selling very well until ICE started showing up in Chicago. And then people, we lost half of our food vendors.
Sheesh.
So that's income that we lost. Sponsors, some of them dropped out because of the diversity thing.
Right. Yeah.
And, we were going backwards. People were wanting refunds.
Sheesh.
So we had to refund thousands of dollars to people. So the media, you know how the thing was. The media played very important part, bad and good. Because at the same time, they scared people.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, they did come through and showed that, what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
It was important. So the festival, the second day, I want to thank la gente peruana.
Okay.
Those are the only ones that showed up on Saturday.
What about Guatemalans? Do we have any Guatemalans?
There was some. Well, the Central America, because last year on Saturday we had brought Tony Sucra.
Okay.
He's Peruvian salsa. His mom was real popular and everything. So the only tickets that we sold were from the the Peruvian community.
Yeah.
We have this one restaurant in Lima. I'll give them the shout out. Lima restaurant. The lady was very cool with us. She loved Tony. She fed him at his restaurant. He went over there. She sold all the tickets.
Oh wow.
Every week, give me more tickets. Give me more tickets. Give me more tickets. So she sold all her income pretty much that day was from her.
Wow. It's unity right now.
We gave away so many tickets. People that came with the free tickets, they came and they supported.
Oh.
And then also because we were on the news, the whole community came out.
Yeah.
The Anglos, Central Americans, the African Americans, everybody came out.
I was across the street. I didn't get a chance to go, but I was across the street at the museum, so I could hear the music.
So people came out.
Yeah.
And then I think the importance of the social media and media, people seen that. So then the Colombians are like, okay,
We can go. It's
no,
safe.
but the message, I think it wasn't about safe. The message that I wanted to get across is that this festival is ours, como colombiano.
Yeah.
And I tell this to people now, listen, if we would have let ICE scare us in not doing the festival,
They would have won.
they would have won. And then you know what would happen? It would be hard for us to come back.
Oh, yeah.
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 It's hard.
Facts.
It's very hard because there's festivals that left that didn't do it last year.
Well, don't
They ain't
know
coming
what to
back.
play, what game to play.
Yeah.
So if you were to back down, they would say, okay, this is how we play this. We just show up a couple times and they'll back down. They won't be back.
So we stood up for our culture, and I think people realized that what they had. I'm like, there's no way, there's no other place, no other venue
Yeah.
that we can have to showcase people, because the way we are, we're like, this day, it's a Colombian day, but we want everybody to be Colombian.
Yeah. I love that.
That day, everybody's Colombian. Come and have some arepas, some empanadas.
I love arepas.
I
love
some
arepas.
carne, some
About for that one, huh?
I love arepas.
carne llanera, have some Colombian coffee, listen to the music,
What
dance.
I need from you is whenever you go to Colombia, is take me with you.
Hey, we're planning some things.
I've been watching
to
the
come
Travel
up.
Channel like there's no tomorrow, especially on YouTube. And Colombia is like the first one that pops up. I'm planning to retire 3 years. But the first place that comes up for my dollar to stretch is Colombia.
Yeah, you let me know, because I'm working on that right now. I'm working on my farming in Colombia right now.
Oh, nice.
But I think I wanted to add, I know before we go, but this year we're adding a 5K run
Really? To
on
the
Saturday.
festival?
On Saturday, yeah.
During the festival?
Yeah, it's
That's
in the
so
morning. So
cool.
9 in the morning on Saturday.
Right.
Okay.
It's called a Cafe Run 5K. First time we're doing a Colombian coffee run.
Oh, I'm so down. I'm gonna go for that for
Well,
sure.
we gonna go run?
Yeah.
We'll go run. If you need an announcer, I'm there.
Come on through. We need some people to cheer these people on.
That's so exciting.
Absolutely. So do me a favor, George. Can you look at your camera right there and let people know when your event is one more time and where they can find tickets and all that stuff, all the good stuff.
Okay, mi gente, you can find all the information on our website, ColombianFestChicago.com. Tickets are available also at Tickety.com. And this year's festival is July 17th, 18th, 19th at Humboldt Park. The entrance is off of North Avenue in Albany. We have 3 days. Friday is our community day, which is free for everybody. We're going to have a summer camp for the kids from 12 to 3, and then it'll be performances on that day. Also Saturday, doors open at noon for the fest. The 5K opens at 9.
It's going to be ready.
And then you can stay for the festival after the 5K. That's included in your registration. And when you finish, you get your medal, shirt, and some coffee.
Oh, snap.
And a snack.
Can I just get the coffee?
Yeah.
And not run?
And then Sunday, Saturday, we have some really good talent. We have Jose Alberto El Canario celebrating 50 years in salsa. We also have, for the first time, I think, in Chicago, Los Hermanos Lebron, the LeBaron brothers. They've been around for about 59 years, old school salsa. And we're adding some more talent on Saturday. Sunday is our Independence Day, Colombian Independence Day. And there we're going to have a legendary group, Orquesta Guayacán, salsa from Cali. Also, we're going to have cumbia, Jason Landero, who is the el heredero de la cumbia. His grandfather is Andrés Landero, who introduced a lot of cumbia to Mexico and the United States back in the days. So we're going to add more talent that's coming. So we'll have more surprises for you guys.
It sounds great.
In the coming weeks.
Exciting.
So thank you very much for having us. We'll be at Humboldt Park again, July 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Awesome.
Colombian Fest Chicago.com.
Awesome. And we'll be having that link below as well in the description. You can hit that link and buy some tickets off of there as well.
Probably the poster too. It's a very good looking poster.
So, Jorge Ortega, I want to tell you that you, sir, have flavor.
Oh, yeah.
There's some double from me.
Oh, thank you. Man. I got you something.
You got me something.
Look.
No,
It's in the magic bag.
so I got to get you one now. 'cause
Oh, snap. Gotta give me one.
What is
here's
this?
a Colombian jersey.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, that's a nice jersey.
Oh, thank you so
This is a
much.
classic, the 100-year
Oh,
anniversary.
Look at that, guys. Look at
So
that.
you can wear it for the World Cup when it comes through in
When
June.
they play.
Look at that.
That's a nice
That is
shirt.
beautiful.
So,
Thank you so much.
all right.
Make sure you
It
wear
says 4X, but 4X in Colombia is like
I
an
know.
XL.
I already know. Especially when it comes to soccer shirts.
Yeah.
I already know.
They're
I've
small.
done that mistake before. I'm like, this is a little too tight. I gotta go up. Thank you so much.
So-
I appreciate that.
No, thank you. And we'll have you, we'll get you one.
You're good. Thank you.
We'll get you one.
I'll wear it with
So
pride.
you guys can wear it at the 5K there.
Awesome.
Yeah, there
she
you
can
go.
wear it at the 5K.
I like to run.
I mean, I wear this at the 5K. I ain't running. So this is your boy, Los. Wait a second. Thank you again, George. Thank you one more
Yes,
time.
thank you so
No,
much.
no,
for
thank you
sharing.
guys for having me here. It was fun.
Thank you for sharing. It was really
Yeah,
good.
really good stuff for sure.
So this is your boy, Los.
And Liz.
And remember, you have flavor.
Bye, guys.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this. What's up, Mitch?